Hi, and welcome to British Dad Reacts. My name is John. Thank you for watching. And if you like this kind of content, then please consider leaving a like, subscribing, leave a comment or a recommendation. I want to play a number of videos, 5 in total, of one of the great rock tracks, I think, of all time. And before we do, and if you're wondering why there's a picture of a baby, well, I wanted to start with something, I don't know, a bit more humorous before we get on to the real track. Now, for those of you who don't know, this was a video entitled Baby Ryan, which was the name of the baby, and it went viral on the internet. As you can imagine, it's fabulously put together. And I just wanted to start with something slightly different and something that's, I guess, I don't know, about humanity, about people, and about great music. Now, this must be one of the greatest intros and riffs to a track. It's just used so much. Everybody knows it. As soon as you hear those opening notes, it just gets you straight away. You've got to play this loud, and you've just got to be blown away. The way this track builds from the beginning, then the bass comes in, the other instruments, the drums, the rhythm guitar, it's just incredible. It just makes you, it lifts you somehow, and you just feel the pulse of this song right inside you. I'll talk a little bit more about the band at the end.
From you. Thunder. Sound of the drums.
There's not much you can say about that. You just sit back and just like, boom. Now, I'm going to show a number of videos, and all the links will be in the description. I won't put the link to this lyrics version. What I will put is the link to ACDC performing this live at Donnington in the UK. A phenomenal, phenomenal gig. YouTube often blocks these things, so I used a lyrics one. Now, they were formed in Australia, I think around 1973, including the brothers Angus and Malcolm Young. And Angus obviously is known for that brilliant kind of riff at the beginning and famously wearing that kind of schoolboy outfit at the gigs. Now, the original lead vocalist was Bon Scott, and unfortunately he died. And eventually they ended up with an English singer and songwriter, Brian Johnson, who was from the northeast of England, a Geordie really, and he joined in 1980. And they became one of the most well-known rock bands in the world, as did this track. And it was 1990 when it was released from the album The Razor's Edge. Now, I want to show a few videos just to show the power of this track and some of the things about it. Now, this is a Finnish group called Seagulls. They're a Finnish country rock, and they do covers of well-known rock and metal songs. This was them performing the track live.
In the middle of a railroad track, moved around, and I knew there was no turning back. My mind raced, and I thought, what could I do? And I knew there was no help from you. Sound of the drums beating my heart. The thunder of guns tore me apart. You've been thunderstruck. Went down the highway, broke the limits, we hit the town. Went through the Texas, yeah, Texas, and we had some fun.
Now, as I said, all the links are in the description. I wanted to stop there because in the lyrics they mention Texas. And the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, and I think there's a Netflix video about them. One of the tracks that they perform their routines to at Dallas Cowboy games is Thunderstruck. And there's lots of videos of that on YouTube. There's another group who also have played this track. There's two guys who are called Two Cellos, and they do a phenomenal version on their cellos of this track. And I think that's one of the things about great music. It just transcends different types of instruments, time, places, all sorts of things. Now, I want to finish with a couple of shorts, really. And this I think was just great because it just shows the appeal of this track across generations.
Hello, do you know ACDC Thunderstruck?
Thunderstruck? Yeah, okay.
Can I play with you? I have my guitar.
You want to play with us?
Yes.
It's very difficult, you know?
I can do it.
Okay, okay.
I think the great thing about this for me was just how much music can just lift people, and they just enjoy it so much, and they enjoy seeing people play music and sharing it. And this young boy with great guitar skills playing the song. Now, I mentioned at the beginning about the Baby Ryan video and humanity, I guess, and why music is so important to us. Now, the military, and this is the US Air Force, spend billions on aircraft and various things like that. And this is a video of the people who kind of guide them out. And it shows the interaction between the pilots and those who guide them out. And despite these being machines of death and war, the humanity between them as they just interact and, I don't know, have a moment of fun or joy. See what you think. It's such a fabulous, fabulous track. And it's just one of those great, great rock songs. And I loved the way that it's been used in the Baby Ryan with the Finnish band, Seagulls, and then the young French boy. And then somebody's put it over these kind of American Air Force pilots and people who guide them out, interacting with each other. A brilliant, brilliant track and a brilliant band. Thunderstruck, ACDC, from 1990, which is 36 years ago, and yet still has that freshness and liveliness about it. If you do like this kind of content, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, leave a comment or a recommendation. Thank you so much for being Thunderstruck.